The Purge movie franchise has become a significant player in the horror genre since its debut in 2013. Its unique premise of a dystopian future where all crime including murder is legal for one night a year captivated audience and sparked a cultural phenomenon. Let's explore the financial success of each film in the franchise. The Purge 2013. Released on June 7, 2013, The Purge was directed by James Demonaco and starred Ethan Hawke. The film was made on a modest budget of just $3 million. That's less than the price of a new Bugatti. While it cost a little less than a supercar, The Purge grossed over $89 million worldwide, marking a stunning return on investment. The film's success established it as a lucrative franchise right from the start.
Well, we do low budget, high concept movies, right? So when James, who I've known for quite some time, pitched me this idea, it's the perfect Blumhouse movie, which is what's a big concept idea that you can tell relatively inexpensively. And when he first pitched it, I loved it, and he wrote the script shortly thereafter, and we made the movie pretty quickly after that. It's like a bullseye, and we don't find those often.
The Purge Anarchy. The success of the first film led to The Purge Anarchy. Released on July 18, 2014, this sequel expanded on the original concept, exploring the chaos of the Purge night through multiple characters. It starred Frank Grillo and Carmen Eogo. With a budget of $9 million and tripled that of the first film, Anarchy grossed approximately $71 million globally. While it didn't surpass the first film's earnings, it solidified the franchise's popularity and future potential.
When we were making the first movie, we always said if it was a success, we'd like to say what happens what happens outside the house. That was always a hope that we would get to tell that story of what goes on Purge night outside as opposed to inside.
The Purge Election Year. Next came The Purge Election Year. Released on July 1, 2016, this installment seen the return of Frank Grillo as the leading man and capitalized on real-world political tensions, presenting a narrative that resonated strongly with audiences. With a budget of $10 million, Election Year played it safe, costing just $1 million more than the previous film Anarchy, and it paid off, as it earned over $118 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film of the series at the time.
We have Elizabeth Mitchell plays a young senator like a Robert Kennedy, and basically she wants to get rid of the Purge, and I'm trying to make sure she lives long enough to do that, and things go south really fast.
The First Purge. In 2018, the franchise explored its origins with The First Purge. This prequel released on July 4th and was produced on a budget of $13 million. This film gave us a glimpse of how the Purge started and took place in the big city of New York. Replacing Frank Grillo as the hero was actor Ilan Noel. It went on to gross approximately $137 million worldwide, further demonstrating the franchise's staying power and ability to evolve with its audience. It was then, it is still the highest grossing of all the Purge films to date, which is not common for a fourth installment of a series.
What sets this movie apart is the fact that it's the beginning. I mean, it appeals to all the curiosity all the Purge fans have had since the beginning, which is like, how did this type of holiday, how does it exist, who's affected, and how did it stick?
Before we get into this next one, if you like the content that you've seen here today so far, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, tap the like button to help the algorithm recommend us to other people who may like this. Okay, let's get into the next one. The Purge TV Series. The Purge franchise has expanded beyond films with a successful television series that aired from 2018 to 2019, further exploring the universe. The Purge TV series was released on USA Network. The in-story timeline of the series' 2 seasons takes place between the films Anarchy and Election Year, but doesn't feature any prominent characters or connections to the films. But because this video is more about the film franchise, we'll touch more on the show in depth in another video. The Forever Purge. The franchise continued with The Forever Purge. Released on July 2, 2021, this film tackled themes of immigration and societal division, resonating with contemporary issues. Produced on a budget of $18 million and led by Tenoch Huerta, The Forever Purge grossed approximately $77 million worldwide. While it faced challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic affecting box office performance, it still proved to be a solid entry in the franchise.
The last Purge, Senator Charlie Rowan, President Rowan, abolished the Purge as the movie ends. So it was a challenge to say, well, how do we get to a place where the Purge has been reinstated? So we kind of took, there's a new regime has been voted into power that has very different policies on the Purge.
The future of the franchise. The Purge 6. In June 2021, producer Jason Blum stated that he intended to make additional Purge films and that he is working on convincing Demonaco to continue the story. In September 2021, in an interview with Nightmare on Film Street, Demonaco stated that the script had been finished and the story for the sixth film includes Frank Grillo reprising his role as Leo Barnes. The story includes a worldwide purge, an idea that he had originally intended for the third season of the now canceled TV series. It was also said Grillo had already signed on and Demonaco had agreed to direct. While no official date has been released at this time, we can assume that more details will be released very soon. So, to recap, the original Purge had a budget of $3 million and grossed $89 million at the box office. The Purge Anarchy, on a budget of $9 million, brought in $79 million. The Purge election years stacked $118 million on a $10 million budget. The First Purge had $13 million to rake in the highest box office of all Purge films at $137 million. And the Forever Purge had an $18 million budget to bring back $77 million from the box office. Overall, the franchise has grossed over $500 million against a total production budget of about $53 million. Not too bad for a 5-film franchise. Try saying that 5 times fast. 5-film franchise, 5-film franchise, 5-film franchise, 5-film franchise. The Purge has mastered the art of low-budget, high-return filmmaking. With its innovative storytelling and explanation of societal issues, the Purge franchise has not only achieved financial success, but has also become a cultural touchstone. As discussions about its themes continue, fans eagerly await what's next in the thrilling universe. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the financial success of the Purge franchise. Make sure you check out some of our other videos on our other movie playlist. Also, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. As always, be safe and follow the money.